This is Jean Dachin with the Northeast Wisconsin Arts Association, and welcome to our Business Spotlight. Today we are here with Jim Weidert from IntowishinArts. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
You have a very interesting business model that's all about social innovation, and you're doing something that's in conjunction with your son. Why don't you tell the story about the
Sure.
business?
So IntowishinArts is it's an organization, and our goal is to provide the opportunity for adults with disabilities to not only create art, but to earn a living, make some money off of the things that they create. And it was inspired by my son, who created this piece of art, won a statewide art competition back in high school. But upon graduating from high school, we realized the landscape, the job landscape, really didn't include a lot of creative opportunities. So I've had the fortune of making my living as a creative artist, marketing. Started out as a graphic designer, and I thought, why isn't it possible that there's a company out there that could provide those types of opportunities to folks with disabilities? So that's really the premise of it, inspired by my son. He has some creative gifts. I call him our brand ambassador. He's relatively famous, and he's a very good salesman, so we've been having some fun at developing this.
Right, so what a great way for your relationship to certainly grow as well in a different way as he's maturing and trying to find his way as an adult in the world.
Sure.
And all of that. And I love that you focus on, the art of possibilities with your business vision. And I know you're reaching out to a lot of organizations throughout the country in different partnering opportunities and collaborations. What are some of those conversations looking like?
Yeah, so we had a 60-day crowdfunding period with Indiegogo, and we raised some money, and that was good because we have a little operating budget right now. But the real value of it was it went far and wide. It got shared across Facebook on some very large groups, and even went international. So what was really valuable about it is because these organizations that already serve adults with disabilities, or teachers that know artists with disabilities, or family members, or the artists themselves, they saw that campaign. And the ideas and the offers just came rushing in. So it was really a great validation that there's a need for a company like this.
So like a build it and they will come approach.
Right. And
I really am so intrigued by the whole idea of social innovation and making the world better through a business, but it doesn't have to be a nonprofit. That's such a cool thing that we can see. There's so many different options for a business to form itself and fold into many other opportunities. So certainly you could partner with a nonprofit organization or an event, and all of the whole ecosystem of all the different businesses and organizations that serve different segments of the population can participate in some way.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's developing now, are these partnerships between some for-profit companies have contacted me saying they want to be a part of it. Other nonprofit companies have contacted me. And I think that there's a real bridge between those types of partnerships because some are very heavily into the social mission side of what they do. Others have an actual need. So I discovered that I'm in the activity business because part of our mission is to provide opportunities to create art. So we're going to be putting on or supporting workshops in different communities. And there are companies out there that already serve the disabled population but have a need for activities. So all of a sudden that becomes a product that they value, that I can supply. On the other side, when we create products with folks with disabilities, we become almost a retail, and we will be an online retailer. That's also another revenue engine that then can support more of the art creating activities. So it's full circle. It's a pretty cool little engine. It's conceptual, and the moving parts are still happening, getting new ideas every day. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to when we get to crank it. Crank it hard and fast.
Well, you bring the perfect skill sets to the table with, of course, your aesthetic background, your business background, and whatnot, and of course dealing with all the challenges you've had to with your family and your son and all of those things. So your heart is just so big. I feel that the passion and the art. I gotta say, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's interesting. I know you said
this is a second design here
from your crowdsourcing page, and then of course this one weren't you walking in? Was it a music festival and someone stopped you and said,
right.
It's really cool. Where'd you get that, right?
Exactly. I put this on a t-shirt and probably wore it for a couple of years, and it was the only t-shirt I ever wore that strangers would approach me and say, where did you get that? So I knew there was some kind of inherent value in it.
Well, I know you're on the right path to something that's really meaningful and needed. In fact, I know the Wisconsin Arts Board was very curious when they heard that we are doing some work with reaching out to people with disabilities. So we'll have to have that be a continuing conversation.
Sure.
And workshops and things like that. So to learn more about you, I know a lot of people are going to want to say, how can I find out how to get involved? Where do they go?
Okay, so our website is IntowishinArts.com. Has a very unique spelling, but it's purposeful. So it's IntowishinArts. So it's as if you're into wishing, right?
Right.
But it's a play on that intuitive nature of art creation.
Perfect.
We're also on Facebook and Twitter, so and LinkedIn as well.
All right, wonderful. Well, we're so thrilled to have Intuition Arts as part of our NUA family. And so please check out those website links and the social channels and follow everything that Intuition Arts is up to. There's been a lot of great media coverage, so this is going to be going big. So we're just thrilled to have the seed of that here in the Fox Cities. So thank you for being with us for our NUA Business Spotlight.